Hey everyone, this is Pick for Life, and in today's P4L review we'll be taking a look at a special edition of the MP-18 mold, and that is the MP-18B Bluestreak. And this is the blue streak, which is a throwback to the really early version of Bluestreak, which was actually blue as opposed to kind of the gray-black one that we've come to know from the show. So this is kind of a throwback recolor. It is pretty cool that they went and did this, and I was actually pretty excited about this just because I love the deco. The blue and silver deco really does speak a lot to me. I like that color combination a lot, and the mold has always been great. I am getting a little sick and tired of recolors, but this is one I welcomed into my collection with open arms. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the review with packaging. So packaging review, very similar to the packaging that we've gotten from the MP line and especially the MP-18 mold. Very much the same look with the alt mode here, the robot mode there. You get the Nissan logo here, Takara Tomy, MP-18A at the bottom. It says Cybertron Unknown, which I think is a really hilarious kind of a, I guess, position or rank for her Bluestreak. But alright. Everything else is pretty much the same. You get some alt mode picks up here. You just get MP-18B up there. Transformers Masterpiece. The alt mode here, very much similar to what we've always gotten. Warnings and blah 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 on the bottom, as well as the officially licensed product label for Nissan. And then on the back, we also get the standard kind of look at the figure. So this guy does have some additional promo images here showing off what he looks like in Alt and Robot, his gun. He does come with the shoulder cannons included, which is nice. That was like an Amazon exclusive for Prowl and regular Streak, but you get those included here. You get the bio card, you get some instructions, and you can see him lined up with the rest of the Datsuns in this lineup. So the only one that they're missing here is the Silver Streak, which was the MP-18S. And I'll try to remember to bring mine out and show you guys all 5 of these guys kind of lined up, which is kind of ridiculous to have 5 in one mold in your collection, but hey, it's me. So one last thing I wanted to show you, if you did order from Toy Dojo early, you always do get those kind of exclusives. So you get this coin if they come with a coin, or any Amazon exclusives if they come with that I referenced before, like those shoulder cannons. So if you pre-order from Toy Dojo, you do get that pretty early. One of the many benefits of being a loyal Toy Dojo customer. If you wait till after the figure's released, you do have to pay a premium if you want to get this coin or any other exclusive. So one of the benefits from pre-ordering from Toy Dojo. So this coin is very nice. Transformers 18B Autobot logo. It says Bluestreak. Obviously the blue and silver deco on the black. Not on the black. On the back, it's kind of a purplish blue look, and it says Hasbro. So these are from the Asia version, Asia releases that do these coins, not the Japanese releases. So if you order from overseas Japanese stores, you're not going to be able to get these typically. So opening this up, you do get the coin. You'll notice that the head sculpt is slightly different. You'll notice that here as well, compared to the regular Streak figure, but I'm going to show that off in a bit. Yeah, and you just open that up and you get the coin. As usual, you just kind of open this up from the bottom here to be able to access the coin. But one of the cool things is when you open this up, you get some really nice mechanical detail, like some engine. It looks like part of an engine or something like that. You can see some pistons and everything. So that's actually kind of cool that they included that. But yeah, another nice bonus from Takara Tomy. I guess it would be Hasbro. So let's put this off to the side and let's get this guy open and see what he's all about. So here we have MP-18B out of packaging, and he does, as I said before, come with himself his 2 shoulder cannons, which are the extras. And then he does come with the same blaster that Streak has gotten and Prowl have gotten, with the blue handle, which is slightly different. He does come with his tech card. You can see it's in the style of the old version of the card, not the ones that we've gotten since, I guess, Magnus MP-22 was he the first one we got a new style, modern style card. So this is kind of the old style, which is nice because I do prefer this, or at least I prefer consistency. On the back you get some bio, which I'm not really sure about, and again we get unknown. So I guess not a lot is known about this early version of Bluestreak. You do get some instructions as well. There's really not much to show here aside from what you've seen before. Yeah, really basic stuff, and shows transformation from alt to robot. I'm actually not going to go ahead and show the instructions for this because I've done it so many times. If you want to see how to transform this guy, go ahead and click on this link here, and that'll take you to another one of the Datsun reviews that I did where they do transformation. So I just want to go ahead and make this a quick review to show you guys what the differences are with this particular mold. Really quickly, we'll do the accessories if you haven't seen that already. So in alt mode, you can flip this handle forward. Come on, there we go. And then there's a little tab here. You can split the car here and reach in. Ow, there we go. And then you can tab this in like here. Close that up. And you have weapon storage in alt mode. The other thing you can do with these shoulder cannons is that they have tabs on either side, and on both sides of the bumper you can tab them in like this to get an all out war ready Bluestreak. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Pull this out. I'm not going to bother rotating that down for now, but let's go ahead and do a quick 360 of MP-18B, and he looks really nice. The paint applications on this figure are really good. I don't have that many issues. I do have some quibbles, or at least my thoughts on what they might have been able to do differently, but yeah, that's overall the paint quality itself is amongst the highest I've seen, especially with the MP-18 mold or Datsun mold. The only thing that I think I see on mine is this line here, which is kind of a bummer. Along here I got some bad paint. It's not absolutely terrible, but it is kind of a bummer. I don't have it on this side so much, except here. So the rest of the paint though is really pretty clean. The silver is really nice. It's much closer to the Silverstreak silver than anything else. I actually realized that my Silverstreak is in storage, so I don't have one with me here to do the review. But I really like this deco probably the most out of all of the Datsuns, and of the three versions of Bluestreak / Silverstreak, I think I like this one the most. The one thing I would have liked though is, so I never owned the original blue Bluestreak. The one thing that I've seen online though are there seem to be some variances on where this blue line goes on the hood. Some of them show that it goes here where it goes right up to the edge of the hood on the sides here. And then some others that I've seen on Google, because Google knows everything and it has to be right 100% of the time, they actually have the blue going up here on this kind of line section there. And I think that version looks a bit better to me personally. But again, I'm not sure which one's more accurate. If you guys know for sure, you guys probably, if you're actual G1 collectors, I'm not, so I don't know. If you guys know, go ahead and leave that in the comment section and educate me. I'd really like to know if this one's more accurate, or if there's supposed to be a blue bit on the hood on the side here for it to be more accurate. Or if both versions are accurate, I'm not really sure. So yeah, let me know, educate me a bit. But yeah, there is Bluestreak. I'm gonna keep calling him that. I do have two of his brothers out here. I don't feel like transforming the regular Streak since I want to show him off for comparison in robot mode in just a second. But yeah, he's exactly the same as Streak and Silver Streak in terms of the mold itself, as you would expect. Obviously slight differences between Prowl and Streak mold and the Smokescreen and Streak mold. But yeah, I still think he's my favorite of the entire 5 that I own. Maybe a close tie with Silver Streak. And like I said, the paint itself, I love the blue richness here. It has some like, it's not just flat, it does have metallic flake in it, which makes it look really, really nice. And my camera's been acting weird recently, and it's making this blue look a lot lighter than it is, and actually is a pretty deep dark blue. So I apologize for the color reproduction or lack thereof there. But yeah, and I also like, you know, just the call outs of silver here on here and the handles. They just make it accented pretty well. And I don't know, maybe they were supposed to do that with the gas cap too. That might have looked kind of nice as well. But yeah, that's really it for alt mode. Let's go ahead and get this guy transformed, and then I'll cut back and we'll show you some comparisons with him in robot mode. Alright, and we're back for a robot mode review. And let's do a quick 360 just because that's what we do. Again, you're not going to see anything drastically different than what you're used to because he is the same exact mold. The only thing you're going to see is a nice spiffy new paint job and this nice blue and silver deco. A couple of things that I noted on mine, which will be easy fixes. I have some weird overspray here that I'm just going to have to take some alcohol or some lacquer thinner to get rid of, but no big deal. And the only other thing is I do have a little bit of a paint splotch or thick paint on his crest, which you're probably not even be able to see. I barely saw it before, but right around here, it's a little thick. Yeah, I don't even know if that's coming out on camera or not. But by and large, still a very good paint job for a mass-produced figure. As I said before, you do get these cannons. To install them, as before, you just go ahead and kind of pop them on like so. And then you can have his shoulder cannons, which I always like having mine on my figures, on my Datsuns, just because I feel like it does help complete the look. Something seems uneven on mine. I'm probably just stuck it on incorrectly. But yeah, there we go. And then we have the blaster, which you can flip the handle down. And this is my first time actually putting this in the handle. Let's see if he actually holds it decently straight. Oh no, he's still not holding it straight. Come on, Takara! How could you not have fixed this with all these recolors of this remold? And even with the Toys R Us releases of this, you guys have not fixed this yet. If knockoffs can fix this, you should be able to fix this. Fix it! Oh, that's so annoying. So I apologize for venting on a review, but again, see, even here on this side, it's not perfectly straight, but the left hand's always a little bit better than the right hand. So that's just how it's going to be, unless Fanstyle, who have done add-on hands for this mold, does one for this new Bluestreak, which I hope they do, because I really do like the hands. Just to give you an idea what the hands are, I did a review on them, but this is what they look like on Bluestreak, or on Streak, as Takara Tomy calls him. But yeah, here's a quick comparison of the two. As you can see, same mold. The only difference between these two is actually the face sculpt. And I think, and I would have to check, and I didn't check while transforming, But the biggest difference is the crest, which I think the head sculpt is just essentially Prowl's head sculpt. I don't know if it's slightly different. Yeah, give me a quick second to transform Prowl and see if I can at least pop his head up to see if it is the exact same or if it's slightly different, because I think the head crest itself is slightly different in that it does have some molded detail on the top here. So let's take a quick look. So he does have the longer crest like Prowl, but on the front here he has some horizontal lines. Compare that to Streak, and he does have different crest. He doesn't have any horizontal lines, and even the faces themselves are different. The Bluestreak face is a bit longer looking, at least, and it is different. It doesn't have the chin piece that's coming out. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to transform my Prowl quickly off camera to see if I can at least verify whether it's the same as Prowl or not. So let's go ahead and get him out of the way, and we'll have a oddly partially transformed Prowl come into the shot. So yeah, even the face here is different than Prowl, and even the crest looks slightly longer than Prowl. And while they both have horizontal details, this one is actually going in. And well, let me see real quick. Okay, yeah. So, sorry, I did that very quickly. So it looks like the majority of the head is the same. The face is different, and the face is different, it looks like, and the crest might be slightly longer on Bluestreak here. So it's cool that they did actually change some stuff. Again, I'm not sure how accurate this is to the original toy, so let me know if the head sculpt was different between the blue Bluestreak and the Bluestreak we've all come to know and love on the G1 figures, because obviously they are different here. I think that's it though for the comparison. Again, the only questions I have, since I'm not a G1 collector, are the colors. How accurate are these colors? While I think they look really, really nice, and the silver and blue combination really do pop, especially just a splash of that gold here on the crest and on the waist. I think, again, this is my favorite just deco of this mold, even if it's not the one I most identify Bluestreak with. And again, while it is a recolor, at least they did something different, it looks like, with the head, and you do get the added cannons, like I believe you did with Silver Streak as well. So yeah, hopefully this gave you a quick idea of what you might come to expect if you're trying to pick up a Bluestreak, MP-18B Bluestreak, as opposed to any of the other decos. Just want to do a quick and dirty comparison and review of this guy. Again, I do love it. For my final thoughts, I think you should pick him up if you have any nostalgia for the blue Bluestreak, or if you just really like blue and silver as a deco. My Silver Streak doesn't stay out on my permanent display, but I think this guy is either in robot or alt mode, just because he looks really fantastic, and is probably the color I would have picked if I were to own a Nissan Z. Alright, if I got anything wrong, or if I'm need to brush up on my G1 history, go ahead and have at me in the comment section below. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those below as well. If you liked the video, as always, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to keep up to date with my news and reviews, go ahead and click on the subscribe button up here, or follow me on Facebook at P4L Reviews. Again, thank you for Toy Dojo for being able to give me access to this figure, as well as the exclusive coin that I showed off at the beginning of the review. If you want to pick this guy up for your collection, I think they may be all sold out. at Toy Dojo, but there always are a few cancellations, so you might be able to grab one or two by the time this review hits the internet. So you can go ahead and check over on Toy Dojo using the link in the description below as well. Alright, hopefully this was useful to you guys. Keep up to date with me, and as always, I hope you have a good one. Thanks a lot.